Hello and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Pamela Aboga and I'm supposed to be talking to you today about the 9 steps to writing your non-fiction book. I'm excited to be with you and I'm glad to be with you. I want to introduce myself properly to you and then we get right into the, just hold on. All right. My name is Pamela Aboga and I am a writer, editor, and book consultant, as you can see here. I've helped various fiction and non-fiction authors on their creative journey. I've worked with them to ensure a great product, and I have written various articles, short stories, and books. So I've gone through the creative process. I can guide you in creating and publishing your book. I'm very excited about book writing, book editing, book publishing. I love books. I love books, fiction and non-fiction, adults and children. So that's something I'm really passionate about, and I would really like to help you work on yours. Okay, you can send me an email at admin@joelson.com and we'll get your book from concept to published. But why am I here? What are we talking about today? I'm talking about writing your non-fiction book in 9 steps. Are we together? Okay, you ready? Let's go. Writing your non-fiction book in 9 steps. Now, why do you want to write a non-fiction book? Why are you writing your non-fiction book? Writing non-fiction books is essential to any business. Your non-fiction book could be a manual, a self-help or motivational book, or a guidebook related to your business. So why do you want to write about this? Why do you want to go into non-fiction writing? Is because there's a wide market for it, and there's a lot of uses for non-fiction books. You can write about educational stuff. You can write to educate people about your products. You can write self-help books. You can write to help people get better in their lives. You could write a guide on how to use something, and you could write a manual on how a product that you created can be used. Okay, now what we're going to look at as the steps that can help you to create one or more fiction non-fiction books for your entrepreneurial business or for whatever you're doing. Okay, let's look at the first step. Step 1, understand your mission. The question is, why do you want to write this book? Do you want to help people, or you want to increase your bank account, or do you want to win an award or a prize with this book? So what do you want this book to do for you, this non-fiction book? When you know the reason and purpose of your book, it will help you in charting a course of action while creating your book. You need to be focused. You need to know what you are doing with the book. The second step is to pick your topic. Okay, who is your reader? First of all, know who you are writing to. Who do you want to write to? Then what does your reader need? What are the needs that these people are facing? Perhaps you're writing to people who are trying to add weight. There's a small market for them compared to those who are losing weight, but there are people who need to add weight. They would like to add weight. What do they need? Okay, what interests these people? What's their focus? What's their plan? Why do they wish to add a little bit of weight instead of losing it? Okay, so you look also at yourself. What are you passionate about sharing? What do you want to share? Does it line up with what your audience needs? Okay, you have to be sure that you are ready and able to give what they want. If you cannot do that, you have to find out what you can give that your audience wants, because you have to share what you are passionate about. Don't share what you are lackadaisical about, because you will not do a great job. When you've answered these questions, you now start researching the niche that you have picked. You check the categories and subcategories, you look into it. You're writing a book, so you check out books in that category and subcategory that you have picked. You narrow down your scope so you can focus on where you want to work. The next step is to draw up your table of contents. You need to map out your chapters and the flow of your book. Some of these chapters might be taken out as you are writing, but the important thing is that you make sure you get it on paper. You write at least one sentence per chapter. What's that sentence doing? Is explaining what the chapter will be about. So write at least one sentence per chapter. Explain that chapter. So maybe chapter 1 is an introduction, chapter 2 is an overview, chapter 3, you just keep putting out what you want to do there. You might have subheadings, you might have subtopics, sub in title, that chapter heading. So you put them in there. Okay, under this chapter, these are things I want to write about too. So you put them everything there. You call it a brain dump. You dump everything out, and then you start sorting and arranging the chapters even better. Okay, so that's your table of contents. Then you pick a title. You pick a title after you've looked at the table of contents and everything that is there. For a non-fiction book, you need to have relevant keywords in your title. You use the search bar to look up related searches for your topic and collect these keywords to use in your title. Now, some of those keywords will not be able to enter your title. So what you use them for, you put them into the book, into the book tags, so the search engines can find your book, since they're also under that same topic, that same area. Okay, so that's why you need the keywords. So the next step is to create the first draft. Chunk of your time will go into writing your first draft. If you prefer speaking, you can dictate into your phone or whatever device can record, and you get someone else to transcribe it, or you take the time to transcribe it later, right? If you're someone that your story comes as you are talking, you are a creative talker. And one important thing to do is to block out a specific time every day to write. In this blocked out time, you are going to actually write or dictate. It's not a time to meditate on what you're going to do. Oh man, you start planning chapters and no, you are writing. It's a time for writing, so actually write. Now, while you're creating your first draft, your step 6 is to create your funnel and back-end products. Now, as you're creating this book, you realize that you have an opportunity to give freebies, you have an opportunity to advertise other products through this book. You can create a training based on what you've taught in the book. You can offer readers something free in exchange for their emails. These are things you can do with this one product you are creating. You can even offer other books in the same category. You realize this book can have a sequel, another one, or something close to it. Like maybe the first book, like me, I'm a writer. My first book could be on writing. My second book could be on editing. My third book could be on publishing. Think a series. It could be a series. So look into it. You're a food person, you're a chef, and your first book could be on vegetables, and your second book could be on managing carbohydrates. Your next book could be on making proteins sweeter to eat, more appetizing proteins. Okay, so you can have a series, you can run a series, you can also have standalones, but you can find a way to promote your other stuff. Okay, then step 7, it can be going on alongside all the other steps, okay, from writing, because what you are doing is creating a professional cover design. If you are not a professional, please do not design your cover yourself. It won't look as nice as when a professional does it. And book covers sell books, okay? Book covers sell books. When creating it, you first sample the top 50 to 100 titles in your category. Look at other authors in your category. How are their book covers? Which ones would you have loved to buy? Which ones are attracting? Which ones are selling? Look at their covers. Also, you need to create professional thumbnail size photos of your cover. That's one more reason to let a professional handle this part. Why? When you make thumbnails, the font will be so tiny. If you don't do it well, nobody can see it. But a professional does it. There's a way they do it that it is still clear. There's a way they work on the thumbnails that you can still know that this is so and so's book, okay? And that's the title. Help you with the big size and the thumbnails. When you're making it, please remember, ask the professional to give you both. Step 8, edit the manuscript. This step is a series of steps, okay? First, you edit it yourself, go over it. You've written a piece of work, please don't just dump it on someone. There are so many spaces in that work, that you have put in there and you yourself don't know. There are some things you've written for yourself in that book. No reader will understand it. So you have to edit yourself first. and do it more than once. Then you can pass it to a beta reader who reads and returns it with comments, which you may incorporate into the manuscript if you so desire. You edit at least twice again, then you can call the professional editor who will do the rest of the work for you. Now, step 9 is to pick your publishing path. What path will you take? Will you self-publish? Will you send it to a publishing house? You have to weigh the pros and cons carefully before you decide. Publish at all, but you have to find out why you're not publishing. Okay, then a summary. In summary, 1, understand your mission. Why am I writing this book? 2, pick your topic. What am I writing about? 3, drop your table of content. How is it going to be? Pick a book title. Create your first draft. Alongside that, create your funnel and back-end products. Then create a professional cover design. Edit the manuscript and pick your publishing path. Now, we can help you write your book in just 60 days. That's something that we have on offer for you. Writing can be lonely. We have a program to help you write your nonfiction book in the shortest time possible. How does that happen? You can find out by sending us an email, admin@chowilson.com, for more information on how we can help. So we look forward to hearing from you. Once again, I am Pamela Boga, writer, editor, and book consultant. I've helped various fiction and non-fiction authors on their creative journey. I've worked with them and I have written various articles on my own. Okay, so articles, books, and stories. So I've gone through the creative process and I can guide you. You need a guide, you need a coach, you need help. We are available. So send us an email at admin@chowilson.com and we'll get that book from concept to published. All right. Now, let me get back to you over here. Let me get back to you over here. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So it's been wonderful talking to you and getting to know you and letting you know what I do and who I am. And I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, the email is admin@chowilson.com. Our website is chowilson.com. That's CHOWILSON.com. So I really look forward to hearing from you very soon. I'm ending this session now, and it was really nice hanging with you. Okay, thank you. Bye.